I must say, since I'm bored out of my, I took already 3 naps. I want to say this, okay? Let me say this. As I sit here and I think, it really felt like I give birth, it really feels like I gave birth 8 months ago or something, but I really didn't. I gave birth about 3 months ago. My baby is really 3 months old. And I feel like I have been living too fast. Too fast.
All right, let's slow this down for a second, because if you've been watching closely, really watching, then you already know something unusual is happening with Cardi B. This isn't just noise. This isn't just promo. This isn't just another album cycle spinning through the algorithm. This feels like war, not because of new music, not because of trending gossip, but because there were people, loud people, who were waiting for her to break, waiting for her to stumble, waiting for the headline that would finally read, "She couldn't handle it." The predictions were vicious. She just had a baby 3 months ago. She's going to quit halfway through. She couldn't finish before. What makes this time different? She's overwhelmed. She's forcing it. The commentary wasn't subtle. It wasn't supportive. It was clinical, calculated. Like a group of spectators watching a tightrope walker, whispering bets on when she would fall, and make no mistake, the internet wasn't observing. It was hunting every rehearsal clip, every airport sighting, every behind-the-scenes breath. They tracked her movements like predators circling, convinced exhaustion would eventually claim her. This tour wasn't framed as a comeback. It was framed as a test. A public trial, because history has a long memory, and critics never forget when Cardi B first exploded onto the scene with her Grammy-winning debut, Invasion of Privacy. The industry crowned her. The album shattered records. The energy was electric. The momentum felt unstoppable. But behind that success, life shifted fast. She had just welcomed her first child. Priorities changed. Plans shifted. The full tour supporters envisioned never materialized the way they expected, and that moment? That lingered. It became the quiet asterisk critics loved to reference. So when she announced this new run, this return, they didn't celebrate. They rewound. They resurrected that chapter. They brought up motherhood. They brought up exhaustion. They brought up what happened last time. They didn't ask if she could win. They asked how long until she failed. But here's where the script flips. We are now 6 nights in point 6. Every venue sold out. Not discounted. Not quietly filled. Completely packed. The energy inside those arenas? Explosive. The kind of heat that fogs cameras and rattles speakers. The reviews? Overwhelmingly glowing. Industry insiders are whispering that the production value alone is on another level. Fans are walking out stunned. Social media clips are flooding timelines, not with criticism, but with shock, and the same voices that were loud 3 weeks ago, silent. That silence is loud because Cardi B didn't just return to the stage. She came back 3 months postpartum. Pause there. Point 3. Months. Anyone who understands the human body knows that's not just impressive, it's almost unthinkable. Touring at that level isn't glamorous when you strip away the lights. It's brutal. 2-hour performances. Aggressive choreography that demands stamina most athletes train years to build. Flights across time zones. Rehearsals that stretch into early morning hours. Back-to-back media appearances. After parties you can't skip because networking never sleeps. Executive meetings. Brand campaigns. Sponsorship shoots. And then motherhood. Real motherhood. The kind that doesn't pause because the stage lights turn on. Cardi B admitted she feels like she hasn't stopped running. From rehearsal warehouses to sold-out arenas. From tour buses to appearances around massive cultural events like Super Bowl weekend. The schedule isn't spaced out, it's stacked. Even on what should be off days, she's handling business ventures, signing off on creative decisions, approving brand rollouts. There is no stillness, and yet she showed up. What makes this even more human, more raw, is what she confessed quietly in between all the spectacle. She misses home. She misses her kids. She misses normalcy. Snow days. Hot chocolate. Movie nights curled up without cameras. The kind of ordinary peace most people take for granted. That's the detail critics never factored in. They saw stamina as the question. They never considered resilience. They assumed pressure would suffocate her. Instead, it sharpened her, because this wasn't just about finishing a tour. This was about rewriting a narrative that had been sitting unfinished for years. Every sold-out night feels less like a performance and more like a statement. A rebuttal. A correction. And here's the twist nobody expected. The exhaustion they predicted? It became fuel. The doubt? It became momentum. The motherhood they weaponized as a weakness? It became her reason. You can see it in the way she moves now. There's urgency in it. Not desperation, determination. Like someone aware that history is watching again. But this time, she's not letting it write the ending. This isn't just a comeback run. It's redemption in real time. And the most uncomfortable part for critics, she's not surviving it. She's dominating it.
And I must say, since I'm bored out of mask and I took already 3 naps, I want to say this, okay? Let me say this. As I sit here and I think, it really felt like I gave birth, it really feels like I gave birth 8 months ago or something, but I really didn't. I gave birth about 3 months ago. My baby is really 3 months old. And I feel like I have been living too fast. Too fast. I feel like I'm speeding because it's since I gave birth, I was doing rehearsals. Ever since I started tour, I just been touring, going to after parties, Super Bowl week, getting that bag. And the days that I've been having off from tour, I've been so busy doing covers and doing things for my hairline that's coming out real good. And today, I miss my kids every single day, but today, seeing my house so beautiful, covered in snow, my kids playing in snow, drinking hot chocolate, it kind of made me a little bit emotional because it's I really miss home. I want to be there. You know what I'm saying? it's I love being snowed in, and I love being snowed in with my kids. I want to watch a movie. I want to drink hot chocolate. And, I miss my home. I miss my bed. I miss my personal life. I don't really have a personal life right now because like I said, I'm on tour and I'm just doing so much. But I just want to say that all of this is worth it because, like I said, I'm securing and locking down a future for not only myself when I'm 80 years old. I'm also securing a future for my kids. Because, right now, yeah, my kids are hella expensive, but they're only going to get more expensive. You know what I'm saying? When my kids turn 18 years old, I don't want them needing nothing. I don't want them needing nothing. I want to provide my kids with a crib, with a car, whatever they choose to do. I want to fund it. If they want to open a business, I want to fund it. I want to fund my kids as long as they're going in the right path. I want to fund my kids' future and the future to come. So all of this that I'm doing is worth it. I always said this. I want the family. I want the kids. I've always been a person that wanted a lot of kids, and I don't ever want to pick between my personal pleasures, which is having kids, family, the big home, the big everything, and a career, because I love to work. I am one of those people that is I have to maintain myself busy. This is what I love to do. But you guys have been making this so worth it. Every show has been sold out. And one thing that I love the most is that while my tickets was being on pre-sale, there was a lot of haters. There was a lot of devils that kept trying to push this propaganda. She's not going to be ready. She just gave birth. She been rehearsing for only a month. She been this, she been that. But I'm a person that I recognize the value of $1. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to play with my money, so I wouldn't want to play with y'all money. So if y'all paying to see me, I'm going to give y'all a hell of a show. You know what I'm saying? Because I appreciate it. I don't know what y'all doing to get the money to come to my show. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know y'all work this off. I'm giving y'all money out the sky. So if y'all spending money on my show, I'm going to give y'all a hell of a time. That's why I perform for 2 hours. No matter how tired I am, that's why I perform for 2 hours. That's why I give y'all all my energy, because I appreciate that you could do whatever with your money, but you're spending it on me. So I'm going to give you the total value of your coins. You know what I'm saying? Remember when I was saying a couple of months ago, I went over budget and people was making fun of me? I'm glad everybody gets to see why I spend so much money on my show. I was not playing with the production. I was not playing with nothing. And like I said, you guys make this so worth it, because every single time that I perform, the energy be so crazy, and I just be looking around the room and it's wow, they here to see me. These are my people. These are my thing. Sometimes I get nervous and I just be telling myself in my mind, Cardi, why are you nervous? These are your people. This is your clan. This is your nation. You guys are part of my nation. So I really want to thank you guys for coming out, for showing me so much love, because I'm personally homesick. And when I get out there and I get on that stage and I see all this love and all this support, and then not only that, then y'all get home and y'all give me these great reviews and I see some people crying and stuff like that, and it's just I was you know what, this is do it for. This is what I do it for my supporters, for my believers, and for the people that love me. And I just want to say I really love you guys back. This means so much to me. And yes, I love you so much. And I really wanted to say that I really wanted to say that, and I really wanted y'all to hear that from me, that I appreciate all of this. I really appreciate all of this. I feel like I'm transcending into a different level, into another level. You guys just don't understand what this means to me. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. I want the house. I want the kids. I want to be that soccer mom, and I also want to be that superstar. And it sounds easy to do, but it's not. but I'm doing it and I'm loving it, and I'm so glad that you guys are part of my journey, and I'm so glad that you guys are part of my people. You guys are part of my clan, and I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. And another thing that I love too is like, damn, like it's like y'all really like I be going to these shows, and it's like there's so many people that it's like they put so much. You can tell they put their dedication and everything on their outfits, on their hairstyles, on the way they look. They just so happy. I just really love it. Like it's something so beautiful, so amazing to see. And yep. I'm more than thankful. I'm more than grateful. I like the gratitude that I have. I can't even explain it. I'm extremely happy. Like even when I have little problems, like y'all. Even with the little problems, like y'all overshadow it. You know what I'm saying? Like the love overshadow it. I actually got a little problem going on right now, but I know, but all this is my little problem that I have is like in God's hand. It's in God's hand. So, but yes, thank you so much. I love you guys. I'm thankful. I'm grateful, and I hope you guys could get I hope I could inspire you guys.
Here's how I see it, and honestly, this is where the story becomes even more interesting. What we're witnessing with this tour isn't just a successful run of performances, it feels like a shift in identity, a transformation in how Cardi B is being perceived in real time. For years, she was boxed into a narrative, the viral personality who shocked the internet and somehow crossed over into music success. But this tour is forcing people to reconsider that version of her. Now she's being framed as something far more calculated and formidable, a dominant touring powerhouse who understands the machinery behind the spotlight. Not just the music, but the business, the production economics, the psychology of audience loyalty, the long game of brand authority, and that shift didn't happen slowly, it happened almost overnight. By delivering consistent sold-out nights right at the beginning of the run, she wiped away the hesitation critics had been holding onto. That fragile wait-and-see energy disappeared almost instantly. In touring cycles, momentum is everything. Once doubt creeps in, it spreads fast, but Cardi B captured that momentum before negativity could even take root. The first shows didn't just succeed, they overwhelmed expectations. And once that wave started building, it became almost impossible to stop. What makes this even more fascinating is that her honesty about emotional exhaustion and homesickness may actually be strengthening her image rather than weakening it. On paper, vulnerability sounds risky for a performer trying to prove endurance. But in reality, it has done the opposite. In an era where social media is filled with polished illusions and curated perfection, Cardi B choosing to reveal the strain behind the glamour feels disarmingly real. Instead of looking fragile, she looks human, and that humanity creates something far more powerful than image control ever could. Because vulnerability builds connection, and connection builds loyalty. When fans hear her talk about missing home, missing her kids, missing the quiet moments away from the spotlight, it doesn't make the performances seem smaller, it makes them feel bigger. Every show becomes evidence of sacrifice. Every appearance becomes proof of commitment. People don't just watch her perform, they feel like they understand what it costs her to stand on that stage night after night. That emotional transparency transforms casual listeners into invested supporters. And that investment translates into real-world impact. Ticket sales that vanish within minutes, merchandise lines wrapping around arenas, streaming numbers climbing after every performance. More importantly, it creates long-term support that lasts beyond a single tour cycle. Fans begin to feel like participants in the journey instead of distant spectators. They aren't just consuming the story, they believe they're part of it, watching the chapters unfold in real time. There's also a larger lesson hidden underneath all of this. Comeback stories are powerful, but only when they are backed by execution. Hype alone fades quickly. Narratives collapse without proof. Doubt can generate attention, sometimes massive attention, but attention by itself is temporary. Proof, on the other hand, creates permanence. Proof rewrites reputations. Proof reshapes legacies. And that's exactly what this moment feels like for Cardi B. What makes her response especially striking is that she never directly fought the criticism. There were no dramatic interviews declaring victory. No public feuds aimed at silencing doubters. No long speeches defending her capability. Instead, she answered in the simplest and most effective way possible. She delivered, night after night, stage after stage. Sold out arena after sold out arena, and in this situation, delivery spoke louder than speculation ever could. The noise didn't disappear because it was argued down, it disappeared because it was outperformed. Now the real question becomes bigger than this single tour. Are we witnessing a temporary win or a permanent shift? Has this run changed how Cardi B will be viewed from this point forward? Has the narrative finally moved from uncertainty to authority? Because if the momentum continues the way it has so far, this might be remembered as the moment everything recalibrated, the point where perception finally caught up with reality. All right, you guys, that's everything for today. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think this tour has permanently reshaped the story around Cardi B, or do you think the industry will eventually fall back into old narratives? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I read more of them than you probably think, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. We're dropping consistent heat over here, and the next story might be even bigger than this one, because around here, we follow the moments that change the narrative, not just the headlines that chase them. And remember this, doubt can be loud. Speculation can be relentless, but results echo longer than anything else. I'll see you in the next one.